First of all, I can do this, okay? You think I'm a vocal coach? No, I'm just a singer with a song. No, wait, those are Freddie Mercury lyrics. No, I'm just a singer with some courses for singing that work perfectly every single time and never ever fail because it's the only scientific framework for singing. Does that mean I'm a vocal coach? So I can judge all of them. In fact, let's do that right now, okay? I'm not going to go easy on the... So I made my first video, one of them, just today, actually. His name is Phil something, I can't say it. And it's him, right over here. And it's just, guys, it's bad. The method is bad, according to one student that I had, who was in the Phil inner circle and told me all the advice that he got and how he made it sound. And then Phil also just sounds so bad.
Yep.
So that is going to be a very easy D. D, I think, stands for disaster. Yeah, go watch that video if you want to understand a little bit more, but it's essentially that. It's gonna show it to you guys that I was actually in the singing YouTube sphere for like 7-8 years trying to fix my vocal issues, which was like, I was a baritone, I couldn't sing high, and I tried all of them. Hey, I got all their courses. I mean, not Chris Lipe, because he's actually like new, and but when he surfaced in YouTube, I was like already figuring it out on my own, so I wasn't consuming singing content anymore. But I kind of like him, so let's do him, okay? I haven't watched his videos, but I respect him. I like his energy. I think he gives some very interesting metaphors to explain stuff, and also he collaborated with Mark Martel, which is like my favorite singer in terms of singing technique, not in terms of like singing, just his technique is so incredible. And so I'm gonna give him a solid A. I think A in this case stands for aesthetic, if I got that right. And his head is actually quite very incredibly aesthetic. I kind of want to kiss it, like a little. Like, In all seriousness, I respect him, and you're about to see that I basically don't respect anyone else on this list. So yeah, let's get into that. This person, I guess, like, she has nice energy, I guess. I don't know. I don't care for it, you know? Cool, though. Then, this Tyler person, I heard from another student that I had that he was like, could you help me with my voice? He asked Tyler Wyson or something like that. And he was like, yeah, we can have a one-on-one, only if you book 8 one-on-ones. Like, not even knowing if he's going to be able to help him. He's like, you have to pay for 8 one-on-one sessions in advance. I think that's fucking insane. But, like, you know, Phil kind of owns the D territory. So I've seen some videos by Tyler in which, like, I fucking disagree so hard with what he's saying. I think he's lying. I think he's being kind of malicious by saying the M1.5 laryngeal mechanism exists. That is
The head voice or even kind of falsetto that are now carrying the load of vibration, if you will. And they're really two different modes. So you can think of them as mode 1 and mode 2. Now, I, based on my research and 10 plus years of doing this now, believe that there is a mode 1.5, okay? And that is that mixed voice. Now, some people...
What the hell? Oh my God.
Scientifically inaccurate, so wrong. It's hard to find things where you can be like, that's just wrong, and like, actually that's wrong, and you're just actually making it up so you can sell the solution for that. It's actually kind of hard to run across that type of things where you can be like, that is not the truth, and it's weird that I can know it's not the truth, but also there's so many scientific papers contradicting what you're saying. It's insane. So even if his advice is a lot better than Phil's, just being like so fucking scammy, I feel. That's my impression, you know? Yeah, I think he has to stay in D, which I think the D stands for dangerously wrong. That was not even funny, that was just truth. Okay, then there's this guy, Robert Lunte, or I'm sorry for mispronouncing probably all names. That is not actually because I'm mean or whatever. It's actually because I'm from Argentina. This is my second language. I don't know how any last names are pronounced. That's just something you should know. In that specific aspect, I'm not being mean. The rest, well, I'm just saying what I think. This guy is sort of like the Hulk of singing. He's like, you're gonna fucking be so fucking strong. We're gonna lift those weights and get your chest voice up to that C5. And interestingly, I did hear from one student that I had that he thinks Robert is mixing in a way because he sounds kind of like operatic, but his approach is it's interesting, you know? Gotta respect a man like that, you know? It's just never helped me. Out of all these vocal coaches that we've talked about, not including Chris Lippe, because I never looked for him for help with him, none of this ever helped me at all. In fact, they probably worsened things, I would say, especially Phil back in the day, because he was like, oh, I think I got the solution for your problem. I was like, oh my god, finally someone understands my problem. And then he was like, here's what you should do. And that was already what everyone else had recommended me, and was actually the thing that was slowing me down, which is pushing the M1 laryngeal mechanism. I'm not being mysterious. That's just like, push your chest voice forever and ever and never let go. I hate it. I guess that connects me to Mr. Ken Tamplin. I was just discussing with someone in the comments that first of all, I don't agree with his catchphrase, like, the proof is in the singing. It's kind of a sketchy phrase because it is less than the very minimum. I'm just going to read what I told this other person. It's like, being a good singer is not what makes a good coach at all. And you're trying to mix those things together like it's the same thing, and it's not. You can be a natural singer having no idea how to teach it to others. If you like being born a millionaire and selling guides on how to become one. This is the impression that I got from a lot of vocal coaches. Singing good is actually less than the very minimum. You could just sing good and be a singer, not a vocal coach. It's very different. And again, I am not a vocal coach. I sell a solution to a specific problem. And then Ken Tamplin, I also think like he forces a lot. I don't think his technique is consistent, like perfectly consistent, like Mark Martell's, and he could sing live every high note all the time. His covers are incredibly pre-recorded, edited, auto-tuned, everything, you name it. So he does sound good, don't get me wrong, but I think he's overhyping it a lot, and he's kind of defensive about how tense his neck gets. I think he even set up this specific camera angle so you couldn't see how much he's tensing, and I never could have figured this out except for the fact that he was writing a comment being so defensive about that. And trust me, that C5 note can be done completely effortless and sound chesty, maybe not as, chesty, but still sound not like falsetto. And you could do it live, which is what I don't think these people could do. It could arise from just falsetto. Look. But I gotta respect that he sounds really good in rock, so I'm gonna just put them right below Mr. Chris Lippe. Then we have this person. I don't know much about this guy. I know he has some good things, but like, I was looking for this the other day. I know for a fact, I didn't dream this, that this guy sang Bohemian Rhapsody and there was live footage of it, and it was the fucking worst cover you could ever imagine. It was like he was drunk or something. It was crazy, and I was like, I know this happened. I hope some of you guys remember it. It was 6-7 years ago. Again, that's when I was in this process of looking for solutions, right, for my singing. And I'm absolutely sure, I just couldn't find it again. I'm not surprised. I mean, because I am sure that this happened, I kind of lost a lot of respect in that sense. But even if he's not like an amazing singer, I know he's a great vocal coach. Like, he works with, like, whatever. Great vocal coach. That's the impression that I get. So I'm going to put him in the C category. Now, Matt, I think it's Ramsey. I had to look up his name because like his YouTube channel is just like Ramsey, and never says Matt, so I had to Google that. Again, I know nothing about it. I saw a few videos which I hated his definition of mixed voice. I disagreed, but then again, I disagree with everyone's definition of mixed voice. If you want to know my definition of mixed voice, which is the scientific one, that is free at my academy. But a few months ago, I was working with a different student. He was like very young. He was very nice, and he told me basically that he bought this guy's program course, $1,000 apparently, the most he had ever spent. And then he was incredibly disappointed. Like he was just like, he was giving him songs and like a list of songs he should sing or something like that. It's like not worth the buck. I don't know. Gang for back. Bang for buck. Oh my god, that was difficult. In that sense, it was absolutely terrible. So I took notes of that. Again, not enough, but I'm doing this video, so that should grant him, I'm thinking, either a D or a C. I'm gonna give him a C. Yeah. So finally, we have Adam Mishan or something like that. He might be a good vocal coach. I don't know. I don't think he's a good singer. He's okay. No, wait. I think I want to take that back. I think he's amazing, like progress transformation. He's before and after. The change is quite superb. It is a drastic difference. I agree. So in that sense, he's incredible. Okay, I gotta give him that. But now at the peak of his singing, I don't think he's like you know, like an S tier singer. But he's pretty good for a vocal coach, I think. Then again, sadly, back in the day, I did watch a lot of his videos, and they just like never helped me. So my opinion is like not so amazing as a singer, not so amazing as a vocal coach. I mean, I am talking most of these cases about their free content. I did buy some courses here, okay? I bought Ken Tamplin's course and I think Robert Lunte's. So Adam is a quite confusing D or C category. I think I'm just gonna have to be a little mean and just go for that D. Go for that D. Just go eat a delicious... No, sorry. Wrong video. That was for my OnlyFans. And finally... Tristan Paredes. Actually, I'm from Latin America. I can say that shit right. Tristan Paredes. There we go. Why the fuck would I be? I speak Spanish, dude. Okay, so why the S tier also instantly? Because, like, listen, I don't know. I never took a lesson with him. I don't even know he has courses, but I know him in what it feels like an intimate way, but it's definitely obviously not. The thing is, I was the biggest fan of his channel when he was not famous at all. I think he had less than 10,000 subscribers, and he is the one that got me into these scientific studies about M1 and M2. So I know he's the real shit. And the other day I was reacting to some videos over here on TikTok, in one of my previous videos, and I ran across one of his videos, Tristan's, and he was talking, and I instantly resonated with everything he was saying. And I was like, dude, I knew it, you know, like I haven't seen you in like 7 years. I know you switched to like reactions and you were not doing the scientific analysis or whatever, which is exactly what I'm doing, I think. I just realized that. Like I was doing very scientific singing videos and they just stopped. But then I ran into this TikTok by him and I'm like, fuck, oh my god, everything he's saying I agree with instantly. It is, if I could put him higher here, it's just amazing, incredible. So that's it. Go subscribe to them, or you know, don't. And go to my academy, because if you have my problem, which is you've definitely tried everything to go higher in pitch and you cannot possibly do it, there's a wall there, I have the fix for that. I can fix that, I'm sure. Vocal coach you maybe? Fucking no. Like you want me to help you how to be on pitch? And no, I'm not a vocal coach. I'm 25. I don't know anything. But hey, 8 years of suffering with one specific issue will lead you to the solution. And now I'm sharing it so you can get it for a pretty good price.